Okay, are you able to see my screen? Anyone, can you confirm if you are able to see my screen?
Yes, we are able to see you.
Great, great. So my name is Chandan Sahu, and I'm from Bangalore, and I work for Philips company. And side by side, I'm a since being a DB enthusiast, I like developing product for database related. So I have come up with this small utility for database developers and DBA that can help them in their daily or day-to-day activities, ensuring that it saves their time and efforts, and it makes them smarter day by day. And that is why we have developed this small utility, uh, which generally its main functionality is to generate a health report, performance related analytical report, inventories, and for multiple database technology. Currently, we support SQL Server, MySQL, Postgres. So in SQL Server, I think RDS support is I need to yet to build in, but it works for on-premise. And if you have a VM on a cloud, that will also work, except pass model, I think. And in future, I have planned to make that support as well. And also I'll include AI that will help you understand its health summaries, what you should take as a action on specific issues. All such things will come in future. But now let's look at its, I wanted to share how I have built it, and then I'll show you some of the sample of the code, and what code it runs in your SQL server, and how it generates the report. Okay, so let's say you have n number of SQL server located at multiple location, and you have just kept your DB Health Pro software at a particular common location, which can ping to all the SQL servers, and that is the preferred location where your DB Health Pro software should be kept, and you can schedule based on particular time frequency so that it will generate all the report, and it will, once it can connect to all the servers, it basically runs your DMV queries. DMV queries are like your dynamic management view, which will it just have a simple select command, and it generally tries to get the server information, statistics, resource utilization, like CPU usage, memory usage, expensive queries, weight statistics, connection details. This is the sample of report, and each of these graphs that you see here, this is CPU, memory, storage information, then weights here, and then small important KPIs like buffer cache hit ratio, PLE, connection count, batch request per second, checkpoints, etc. And you have weights information here. It will have a lot of list here depending on your weights report. And you have this graphical representation, I mean graphical reports here. And below to that, you have filtered SQL Server log. Meaningful errors will only come here. And they are basically categorized in based on, kind of failure, critical errors. All such things will be listed here under particular category. And below to that, you have expensive query list, and in details for database wise, how much execution has happened, what is the IO usage, what is the CPU usage, all such thing you have it here as part of your health and performance related report. So you have just one of these tabs. Similarly, you have several tabs here on the Excel sheet. And behind all this, you have, all these queries that will run that will connect to your SQL server and run this DMVs that you are seeing in the screen at the moment. And there are around 1,000 lines of code that will run and fetch only required information to generate this report in the Excel sheet. Okay, it's just a select query, and all these information is coming through that SQL query. And you have the other tab. If we talk about other tab, it is like what are the best practice, uh, is you if you have to assess best practice of SQL Server, you would fetch specific information of SQL Server configuration, like and their settings and their backup frequency, etc. All these reports and server related details is available in this tab, server config info. Okay, you can see all these important statistics here. And if based on my understanding, if the setting is something like alarming level, then I have marked it as tomato backler at the background. So that is the it requires your attention, that to check if that setting is proper or not. You can take your action based on that. Now we have another tab like DB related config information. So for example, on the top you can see top DB size, what are the online or non-online database, encrypted databases, and their total counts. These are the all details you have, like all the DB related settings, like whether it if you would like to see its granular level of information, like update stats, create stats. Many things are there which you can take a look at it at your own pace. Now, if I'm not covering in detail because it will take a lot of time, but you can, since you are DBA, you understand what are the setting you would like to see, and I have tried all the information to fetch it here. Okay, so it's purely this sheet in the Excel sheet is purely related to database related and its configuration, storage related information. Now we have another tab called backup history. Here it tells you that what are the missing backup. Missing backups are always having something at the background you have red highlighted. So it grabs your attention that this is the database whose backup is missed, and when it was performed, what is the last backup it was done, all those dates and recovery model is listed here. Now you have another tab called login information. Here you have all the list of SQL logins or Windows user logins, and what are their roles basically, and the database access they have, and if it is disabled or not, all that information you have. And if you have many SQL Server agent jobs and you want to see how much time it took to execute and what is their frequency and all these details are here in this job info tables, job info sheet. Similarly, if you have enabled alert related information, it will be listed in this sheet, and you can evaluate if those are required, or if you need to add more of them, you can add it here. And if you have mail configuration enabled, it will be listed here. So this is how it generates the report and save it in your local computer. You can also schedule it. You can also schedule it and keep it in a shared drive. Now, this was what I just discussed it. All these reports are available to you under SQL Server. If you are if you are managing your MySQL and Postgres, which I'm not at the moment, if you want to, if time permits, I'll just walk you their reports as well. But you can understand all these performance related and configuration related information. It can generate in just 2 clicks. Okay. So if any one of you are in front of your computer just walk with me and try to download this product at your computer. If it is your test machine, you can, while I speak, you can also try it out how it works. So if you just download, you can click on this link and download it. You simply go to msskillplanner.com, and under product you have DB Health Pro. Okay, probably if it allows me to share the message. Okay, yeah. So this is the link. You can download it, and yeah, it is totally free. You can try it without cost paying anything. It's free of cost. So just download it and try it out. And let's look at the other section. Okay. Uh, so once you download it, how it will appear is, it will appear it in the form of zip file. Okay. You have to extract it. Once you extract that zip folder, you will see a lot of files like this. And in this file, you have one file which is like application file. Okay, you see this category. This is known as dbhealthpro.exe, and it is type of application. So you need to open this application, and let me close all of this. Once you open this, it will appear in this. So this is the look and feel of this application. Very simple, and talks only straight to the its functionality. So I have registered three database technology: one SQL Server, MySQL, and Postgres. To add your SQL Server, you simply click on Add Server and define what is your DB technology, define the user credential, and simply hit Add Server. So for example, if you have downloaded, you simply follow along with me, and and provide the credential. Now, what should be your credential here? Let's talk. We don't need SA permission. What the user permission is required is simple user, which should have at least view server state to that particular user. And it's kind of, that user is called a DMV user basically. And you can create that user with minimal permission with this command, which we have given it in the website already. Okay. Now I would simply click on add server, and once it is done, I think I gave the wrong instance name. There, it is there. I'm just trying to find out what is the instance. Okay. So let's say I have added 2014 dev, it will list here, and it identifies, okay, this is the SQL Server format. And you just need to simply click on specific server which you want to see the health, and click on generate health report. It will simply take around 2-3 seconds of time, depending on your server server speed and location. So once you click, it will list out all the reports that is available in this server wherever it has created. Now to view it, you should have one Excel software, viewer software in your laptop or wherever it is. And once you click on that, it will either open it and you can see all those information here. Okay. So here we see some of the databases in emergency and offline. Okay. So there are four, non-online databases. These are the four things which are not online. So it gives fair understanding very quickly for DBAs or developer to understand the statistics. And yeah, I just walked you all three these reports, how to view it. This is how you can generate it in the tool. Okay. Now, let's say, you want to schedule these reports. You simply have to click on the schedule and, I have already created a schedule. What it will do is it will, at a specific time, it will read all these servers and generate its report and save it at this particular path. So where is that path? Here. So currently I have scheduled it under this path, but you can, if you want to save it in particular shared directory, you can mention it here. Now, this is what it is mainly. And now let's say if you are if you are managing MySQL, you can, same way you can add the server, just select MySQL type. And once you are done, you simply hit generate report. This is helpful to generate any report at runtime whenever you want to, analyze the server performance. For example, there is a critical situation and you want to see the report. At that time, it gives you the flexibility to generate it at that moment as well, and it will scan and do analysis and generate such reports. So this is how the report looks like for MySQL. It tells, the statistics about insert, select, delete, connection, etc. And here you have global status and InnoDB related information plus weight related information, expensive queries. This is what I have saved it in global sheet. Now table size, this is just for your storage purpose. What is the most expensive or highest consuming storage table list under specific database, and what is their engine type? All those such things are here. Now under log, we are just saving errors related information. I see just two of them. So here we are only capturing warning and errors related information we are ignoring, but because it will create huge number of records unnecessarily. This is how it is. And similarly for Postgres, if you want to, if you are managing Postgres, you can simply view it like this. The same patterns, like, you have CPU usage, average CPU usage, memory details, memory consumption, total connections, storage information, weights related information, tuple activities, and CPU and memory usage. Here you have good information about, what are the processes, Windows process level, also how much they are consuming your CPU memory is also added here. And at the end, we have blocking. Then other sheet has expensive query related information. And you can simply understand, okay, these two are the most expensive one, and you can focus on this if it is, relevant to optimize or not. Now under config, you have full information related to your configuration related thing. Okay, if this, okay, I'll just answer one of the question, that is somebody asked, okay, where did it go? If this app supports RDS Azure. So RDS, I am yet to, implement. I didn't had given priority at the moment, because RDS themselves gives a lot of reports and, monitoring feature. So I only started with server level things. I mean, past on premise plus if you have VM on the cloud and machine level of instance. Probably this guy will work. MySQL and Postgres might work, but I haven't tested. Only the server at the machine level I have tested it. Uh, okay. Now these are the complete health information you get it from this tool. And okay, now like since this is very lightweight, if you are also interested in knowing or using the advanced SQL Server monitoring tool, we have that as well. And what it does is, it monitors, it gives you RCA capability to understand its health at a particular time and what is the, root cause of issues, all that you can do it using this tool. That tool is called SQL Planner. And this also has features like alerting on certain you know threshold areas where whenever it hits to particular threshold, it will send you alerts on your email, like excessive CPU memory, deadlocking, blocking, everything. It keeps on scanning. Okay. Now it also has auditing, backup, DBA handover, notes management, central management from any device. So centrally you can place it, and it will give you access from one location for multiple SQL servers. This is very advanced and web browser-based application, and you can do many such things. So today we are not focusing on this skill planner. But in case if you had question in your mind that do we have any advanced monitoring software, then this is the one. But in future, in DB Health Pro, which is very lightweight, we are planning to integrate this with a skill planner so that all of your DB technology plus your even your VM or Windows level thing also gets synchronized with central cloud level of software. That is our plan in future. But this you can try it out if you liked it. Now I'll just go through the your question. If you have any question, doubts, you can unmute and talk. I'll just go to chat section. Okay. I don't see any questions.
Chandan,
Yeah.
good evening. Thanks for the session.
Yeah. Welcome. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, thank you. So I have a couple of questions, Chandan.
Yeah.
You said you are going to store the logs into cloud level. This is what you said?
Logs into what level?
Cloud storage, something like that you said last.
Right. Yeah, I had that suggestion, especially from you only, that if we can store this information and transfer to one central cloud location, and that is what I'm planning to do it in future, and it will integrate with SQL Planner. So all of your client who is located at multiple different network, what it will do is it will push all these resource users and logs users to centrally SQL server located on cloud. And from there, you have your SQL planner through which you can, monitor all the clients located at different network. And even in future, we'll add the VM and, virtual machine server monitoring as well. That is our plan.
Okay, so is there any plan that you can integrate with um, log analytics workspace where the PASSQL or SQL logs can be stored there, it's kind of a, a warehouse where it can store all kind of logs.
Mhm.
And from there, you can use the patterns and collect from there to visualize into your SQL planner. Or you would like to maintain a separate dedicated storage, and then you can use whenever need, like you can use for last 30 days, 90 days cumulative data. Just think about it.
Yeah, I think your second option looks better because it will give us the control to, uh, analyze for a long duration, and we can even modify the report as per our needs and customization. So we would have,
Agreed.
yeah, we would have our own repository system, and we'll do that way actually.
Okay, so next question is, now the SQL Planner is capable of monitoring Microsoft SQL plus MySQL and PostgreSQL also. Is it?
Right. Now, only DB Health Pro is capable of doing that. Now, the same statistic will push it to SQL Planner. So in future, SQL Planner will be capable of all these DB technologies to support.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so which means AWS, RDS, MySQL, Aurora MySQL, and PostgreSQL as well.
correct. Everything.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm glad. It was really nice question, and I'm glad that I was able to answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this DB Pro Health is capable enough to squeeze the information from n number of servers. There is no limit, right?
Right. Currently, there is no limit, and you can add n number of DB technology in it.
DB technology plus, if I let us say I have all multiple clients into, like, they are using Microsoft technology only.
Right.
So they are into multiple networks. Like one network has, let us say, 4 servers. Other network has almost 10 servers.
Right.
So I wanted to add all these servers, like 2 different network servers into this single pane. So is it possible, or I need to maintain 2 different machines to use this tool?
Okay. So if from one central location, if you are not able to access 2 different networks, then you can simply copy these software into 2 different network, any machine. It's very lightweight. It doesn't take much CPU as well. What you can do is we just saw. But if you would like to see report at common location, what you can do is you can save reports in a shared directory, and this tool located at 2 different network monitoring all the DB technology from 2 different network will save these reports in one single location. So for your DBA, they can simply go to that particular shared directory and pull all those reports.
Understood. Understood. So what is the resource consumption for this particular tool? You said it is lightweight.
Yeah.
But since it is a reporting tool, right? I would say it is a reporting tool because
Correct.
it is fetching the data into Excel sheet, right?
Yeah. So, it's very, I have seen it consumes less than 1% of CPU at that time only when it has to generate the report. All the SQL will hit to SQL Server or other DB technology and gets those data. But when it has to generate the Excel sheet report, only that is the time it will take CPU of that specific machine where it is saved. It doesn't create even any service which keeps running on the on a specific time. But when you schedule it, it's a scheduled task basically. The scheduler is like it creates a scheduled task in the task scheduler. So we have built-in task scheduler in the operating system. here itself it will create. But again, this does not consume any CPU. It only detects that there is a trigger now. It will connect to that AV technology and pull all those data and create the Excel sheet. And that is the time when it will consume the CPU, which is very minimal actually.
Okay. So I have one more suggestion. Since you are using task scheduler,
Yeah.
is it possible that you can um, calculate the system's read and write operations like IOPS, and then that can be squeezed by using Perfmon
Okay.
counters. If you can use that, you can use the dashboard that can be presented in the Excel sheet or like, yeah, Excel sheet also fine. The read IOPS and write IOPS, sequential reads and random reads kind of thing.
Okay.
Why I am saying this is, if I run this tool, it would automatically fetch that information along with the performance counters as well. So I don't need to invest my time to, capture the performance counters and then wait for some time, peak hours like that.
Right.
So whenever I need to inspect the server's performance, and that definitely I'll create a task, and then it will automatically create couple of performance collectors, and then it will start adding that collectors, and it will capture the information based on the system, like transactional database I'm using, the application peak time. So it will read the disk performance so that I can recommend customer, hey, your storage is not performing well during the peak hours. Your storage IOPS read per second, sorry, milliseconds, right? We calculate. The response time of the disk is not accurate. It is greater than 20 milliseconds. So this is the report. So if that report illustrated into your Excel sheet, so that will give very good, weightage to your tool.
Okay. So yeah, and you want that IOPS to every server that you want to add it in the left side list, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
correct.
Got it.
So whatever the possibilities you can design that, if that option is enabled, so that will definitely give some help, not some help, it is a very good help, because so DBA, we know that whenever there is a performance DB issue, customer raises an incident. So it doesn't mean that only database is the problem. The baseline architecture, storage, CPU, memory. So these are all the things which are playing a vital role in the database performance, right? So most of the scenarios I am seeing, the database storage architecture and the compute architecture is not good for their database transactions, because they are using very highly transactional database application, but the baseline architecture is not good.
Right.
The storage creation is not good.
Exactly. So yeah, that is also in my pipeline, and I was thinking to not only the disk related, but I'll also planning to add the CPU, memory consumption, and expensive. If any other application other than SQL Server is consuming more resources, that will be also part of DB Pokemon kind of thing. So that is also I have planned to implement in DB Health Pro.
Excellent.
Yeah. But that will take a little time.
I agree with you. Yeah. But it's a suggestion that since you started this beautiful tool, right?
Yeah.
Definitely it will help all DBAs. So we can sit as lazy DBA. I can rely on the tool, right? I can schedule and I can sit and I can invest that quality time for exploring something else, right? Instead of doing this manually and investing 2-3 hours.
Exactly. That is our aim, and to make all the DBA relax in their professional environment. And if our tool can save their time and cost, I'll be very happy.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, if any other